Let's look at a simple credit card example, okay, and an example that just involves only a few purchases, no interest-free period, and let's see how we can solve a question like this. Michael's credit card has a compound interest rate of 14% per annum and no interest-free period. He uses the card to make the following purchases for the period 1st of August to the 31st of August. So on the 2nd of August, there's a fuel purchase there for $85. On the 16th of August, there's a clothes purchase here for $129. And on the 29th of August, takeaway food, $22. Now, interest calculated includes the date of purchase and the date of payment. It's clearly stated here. So if you recall from the previous video, it's that +1 business, right? You've got to take the end date minus the start date or something, and add the +1 there. However, we'll have to do this maybe slightly differently. If Michael pays his account in full on the 4th of September, so this is the following month, how much does he pay? So let's look at this item by item. But before we do that, we need to work out the daily interest rate first. So let's start off step 1. Okay, the daily compound interest rate, okay, is equal to, well, 14% per annum, and there are 365 days in one annum, right, 1 year. So that's going to be equal to 14% over 365. Now, you can either keep it in exact form, and that's fine. If you want to just express it as a decimal, you're welcome to do that too. Okay, I tend to keep things in exact form because there's no rounding errors. Okay, so I'll multiply that by 100. Okay, so that's going to be the daily interest rate there. Okay, so that's going to be equal to 0.03835. I'm going to use a few decimal places here, 6 decimal places, just to maintain some level of accuracy here. Okay, and that's per day. Okay, now let's work out the interest owing on the fuel. So this is now where we do things item by item. Okay, so the fuel. Okay, the fuel was purchased on the 2nd of August. So first thing we need to know is how many days of interest is owing on the fuel. We have the principal, it's $85. That's the easy bit. Okay, so let's work out the N. Okay, so days of interest. Okay, is equal to, now, we've got the 2nd of August to the 31st of August. So let's work that out first. So 31st of August minus the 2nd of August. Now, we need to add 1, okay, because it's going to include the date of payment. And Michael pays his account in full on the 4th of September. So there's 4 days there as well. So we need to add 4 here. Okay, so this part here is August, plus 4 is September. So 31 minus 2 plus 1 plus 4. And we've got 34 days of interest. So got that there. Okay. Okay. So the amount owing for fuel. Okay, is equal to the present value, so $85, multiplied by, so this is the compound interest formula now, 1 plus the interest rate per day, 0.038356%. Make sure you put the percentage symbol in, not using decimal, okay, so I'm using percentage, to the power of 34. Okay, so let's work that out now. 85 times 1 plus 0.0385356%. Make sure the percentage symbol is in there. Close bracket to the power of 34. And we get $86.12. Okay, so that's the fuel. Next is the clothes. Okay, let's work out the days of interest owing on the clothes. Okay, again, from the 16th of August to the 31st of August. So let's work that out. So 31st minus 16 plus 1, then plus the 4 days of September. Okay. Now, I'm just going to let's work it out here first. So minus 16 plus 1 plus 4. That's 20 days of interest, I might. Just to save a bit of space, I'm just going to put it here. Yep. And the amount owing, okay, is equal to, we've got the principal here of $129. So that's the purchase amount, multiplied by 1 plus 0.038356% to the power of 20. Okay. So 129 times 1 plus 0.038356 shift percent to the power of 20, so 20 days of interest, and we've got $129.99. Okay, so that's the clothes. Last one is the takeaway food. I wouldn't expect much interest to be added on to that because it's 29th of August, paid on the 4th of September, very small principal. So, and there's only a few days of interest. So the food, okay, so days of interest, okay, is equal to 31st of August. Okay, so just move this up a bit. 31st of August minus the 29th of August plus 1 plus the 4 days of September. Okay, so 31 minus 29 is 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 4 is 7. All right, 7 days of interest. The amount owing on that is equal to, we use the compound interest formula again, $22 multiplied by 1 plus, just move that up a little bit, 0.038356% to the power of 7. All right, should be able to just squeeze in the answer. So 22 times 1 plus 0.038356 shift percent to the power of 7 is $22.06. So always round to the nearest cent. Now, just a little trick, I guess, or so a little strategy to speed things up a little bit. This number here, the R, you can store that in a memory location, one of these red letters here, just to speed the calculation up a bit because you might be doing this, sort of maybe three or four times. So it would definitely save you a little bit of time. Anyways, we can work out the total amount owing. So I've just got a bit of space here at the bottom of the page. Okay, so total amount owing. Okay, we're going to add some subtotals there. So this is the fuel. So I might just put a little highlight there. Fuel, okay, clothes, and the food. Okay, so we're going to add those three numbers together. So that's 86.12 plus 129.99 plus 22.06. Okay, so 86.12 plus 129.99 plus 22.06, and we get 238.17. So that's how much Michael would have to pay. How much of that is interest? So if you subtract from 238.17, subtract out the principal, so minus 85, minus 129, minus 22, and we get $2.17 in interest. Okay, so I might just put that here just for interest. No pun intended there. Interest is equal to, okay, so it's 238.17 minus 85, okay, minus 129 minus 22, and that equals $2.17. So if you're asked for the interest owing, that's what you'll need to do. The question doesn't ask for that. It just says how much does he pay. So it's just the total amount, so the principal plus the interest. So you can see that with credit cards, it's purely just an application of compound interest, but you have to apply it sort of multiple times, taking into account the purchase date and have it itemized. And that's how we set out or one way to set out a credit card question.